Right. So today we're going to dive into something pretty fascinating. The rising role of AI in vocational education and training. VET.
Mm-hmm.
We're seeing more and more of this. So it's high time we take a closer look.
Absolutely.
I think this is super relevant for the learner because it gives a sneak peek into how education is changing to keep pace with the job market. And, that's valuable for anyone looking to upskill or just get a grasp on the future of work.
Right.
And to guide our deep dive today, we have this insightful essay, AI in Vocational Education and Training by Jörg-Owe.
Yes, a great piece.
Yeah, it is. And our mission here is to pull out the most impactful stuff from it. The practical applications, the real benefits, and even the challenges, and do it in a way that, is concise and engaging. So, expert speaker, based on Schneppet's essay, how is AI actually being used in vocational training right now? Like, what are the key areas where we're seeing it pop up?
Well, I think the first thing that jumps out is just how diverse the applications are. But one of the most transformative areas is definitely the creation of these personalized learning paths.
Oh, yeah, that's huge.
AI can actually analyze an individual's aptitudes, their interests, even their learning styles, and then create a curriculum that's specifically tailored to them.
So it's not like everyone's going through the exact same modules in the same order anymore.
Exactly.
So like imagine someone's really passionate about, say, sustainable tech, renewable energy.
Right.
Their AI program might focus more on the electrical engineering behind solar power than maybe dive into the practical stuff like installing solar panels and even touch on some entrepreneurial skills, to start a green energy business.
Yeah, precisely. And what's really remarkable is that this level of personalization, it caters to diverse learning needs and really boosts engagement.
Yeah, because it's relevant to them.
Exactly. It's relevant, and it's presented in a way that resonates with that individual learner.
It's like having a personalized mentor who understands your strengths and weaknesses, but on a much larger scale.
Yeah, exactly.
Now, Schneppet also talks about AI act as a learning partner. Can you sort of unpack that a little bit? Like, what does that look like in a vocational setting?
Yeah, so this idea of learning partners, it really highlights the aspect of accessibility and continuous support. Imagine these AI-powered systems that are available 24/7, ready to answer questions, offer guidance, almost like a digital tutor that never sleeps.
That's amazing.
So you're grappling with a difficult concept outside of class hours. You don't have to wait. You can get that immediate targeted help from an AI system.
So that really democratizes learning in a way.
Absolutely.
Now, another thing we know about vocational training is often very hands-on, practical skills. So Schneppet mentions simulations. How is AI kind of changing the game in terms of practical training?
This is where it gets really exciting, especially for fields like advanced manufacturing or healthcare or even construction. AI is driving these incredibly immersive training experiences using VR and AR.
Wow.
So learners can practice these complex tasks, operate sophisticated equipment in a safe simulated environment.
So like a future medical technician could practice a really critical diagnostic procedure over and over again without any risk to a real patient.
Exactly. Or an aspiring electrician could master complex wiring.
Yeah.
Without the danger of live circuits.
Right. So you can make mistakes and learn from them without any real world consequences.
Precisely. And that's the real beauty of it. You can repeat scenarios, learn from your mistakes, and bridge that gap between theory and practical competence.
So taking it a step further, how does Schneppet see AI influencing the way skills are assessed and certifications are awarded?
Well, Schneppet highlights AI's potential to bring objectivity and consistency to the assessment process.
Okay.
So through data analysis, AI can evaluate practical skills in those simulated environments we talked about.
Yeah.
Even analyze written work and ensure that certifications really reflect a mastery of the skills.
So it's moving away from maybe potentially subjective evaluations and towards a more data-driven way of confirming competence.
Exactly.
Now, Schneppet also delves into the less glamorous side of VET, the administrative stuff. How is AI streamlining those tasks?
Well, think about all the administrative work involved in VET enrollment scheduling, attendance grading, AI time. AI can automate a lot of these processes, making them faster, more efficient, and freeing up educators to focus on teaching.
Makes sense. Less paperwork, more teaching.
Exactly.
Okay. And finally, in terms of applications, Schneppet mentions how AI can enhance collaboration and networking within vocational training.
Yeah, this is really interesting. AI can actually act as a matchmaker, connecting students with mentors, forming study groups based on shared interests, skills, career aspirations.
Wow.
It can even suggest relevant internships and job opportunities.
So it's not just about absorbing information, it's about building a network.
Exactly, creating a supportive ecosystem around the learner.
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground here in terms of how AI is being used in VET. So based on Schnephat's essay, what are some of the key benefits that he identifies?
Well, a major one is the potential for improved learning outcomes. That personalized instruction.
Yeah.
The immersive simulations, the tailored feedback, it all contributes to better knowledge retention and more effective skill acquisition.
So students are actually learning more and retaining that knowledge.
Precisely.
Now, what about the financial side of things? Does Schnephat suggest that AI can lead to cost savings in vocational training?
He does highlight the potential for long-term cost savings.
Okay.
While the initial investment in AI can be substantial, especially for institutions with tight budgets, the streamlining of administrative tasks and the optimized resource allocation can lead to significant cost reductions down the line.
So you kind of have to overcome that initial hurdle to reap the benefits later on.
Exactly.
Now, a big part of vocational training is making sure that the skills taught are relevant to the job market. How does Schnephat see AI ensuring that training stays aligned with industry needs?
Well, AI is really good at analyzing trends in the labor market, providing up-to-date data on the skills that are in demand. So if AI detects a surge in the need for, say, cybersecurity specialists, VET providers can quickly adapt their programs to meet that demand.
Okay, so it's like having a finger on the pulse of the job market.
Exactly. And that benefits both the students who gain employable skills and the employers who get a qualified workforce.
It makes the whole system more responsive.
Absolutely.
Now, Schnephat also emphasizes enhanced accessibility as a key benefit of AI in VET.
Right.
How does that play out?
Well, AI tools can really expand access to vocational training for people who might face barriers.
Okay.
Think about virtual learning environments that eliminate geographical limitations, or features like language translation and closed captioning that make learning more inclusive.
So AI can help democratize vocational training, make it available to a wider and more diverse population.
Exactly.
Okay, and lastly, in terms of benefits, Schnephat talks about the value of data-driven insights. How can AI help institutions understand and improve their training programs?
Well, AI can provide a wealth of data on learner performance. Everything from learning progress to skill development, even the impact of training on actual workplace performance.
So it's like having this constant feedback loop.
Precisely. And that allows institutions to constantly refine and improve their programs.
Okay, so we've talked about a lot of the positives, but Schnephat is also realistic about the challenges and limitations of integrating AI in VET. So let's dive into those a bit, starting with resource constraints.
Yeah, that's a major hurdle for many institutions, especially those that rely on public funding.
Right.
The upfront costs of investing in AI, the infrastructure and maintenance can be pretty daunting.
So even if the benefits are clear, the funding can be a major obstacle.
Exactly.
Okay, Schnephat also points out the challenge of establishing and maintaining those crucial industry partnerships. Why are these partnerships so important and what makes them so tricky to get right, especially in the context of AI-driven VET?
Well, these partnerships are absolutely crucial for ensuring that the skills being taught are aligned with what employers actually need. It's about making sure that the training is relevant, but building these relationships takes time and effort. And there needs to be a clear shared vision between the institution and the industry partner.
So it's a lot more than just signing a piece of paper.
Yeah, it's about ongoing engagement and a shared understanding of the goals.
Now, Schnephat also talks about the challenges of scaling quality education as enrollment expands, especially when you're bringing in AI solutions.
Right.
What are some of the concerns there?
Well, as more and more learners access vocational training, it's crucial to make sure that the quality of education doesn't suffer.
Right.
AI can help us reach more people, but it's got to be implemented in a way that enhances quality, not just quantity.
So it's about finding that balance.
Exactly.
Now, another challenge that Schnephat brings up is the issue of student retention and completion rates in vocational programs.
Right.
How does AI fit into that equation?
Well, Schnephat believes that AI can help improve retention by making those learning experiences more personalized and engaging.
Okay.
But he also cautions that it's not a magic bullet.
Yeah.
Dropout rates are influenced by so many factors, and AI needs to be part of a broader strategy to really address the underlying issues.
It's one tool in the toolbox.
Precisely.
Okay, another challenge that Schnephat highlights is the skills gap among educators when it comes to AI. Many instructors might not have the training or experience to use these tools effectively.
That's a key point.
Yeah.
Investing in professional development programs to improve educators' AI literacy is absolutely essential for successful adoption.
So we need to empower the educators.
Absolutely.
Okay, and finally, Schneppet touches on the need for ongoing adaptation and continuous learning.
Yes.
Can you expand on that a bit in the context of AI and VET?
Well, AI is a rapidly evolving field,
Yeah.
and everyone involved in VET needs to embrace this culture of continuous learning and adaptation. Staying up to date on the latest advancements and understanding how they can be applied in training is going to be crucial.
So it's an ongoing process.
Absolutely.
So to kind of wrap things up, it seems like based on Jörg-Owe Schneppet's work, AI is quickly becoming a major player in vocational education and training.
Definitely, we've seen how it can personalize learning, enhance simulations, improve assessment, automate tasks, foster collaboration, all these things that can have a really positive impact.
And while there are challenges like funding and industry partnerships and the need for training, the potential benefits are pretty significant.
Yes, and navigating those challenges strategically will be key to unlocking the full potential of AI and shaping the future of skills development.
And for the learner out there, we hope this deep dive into Schneppet's essay has given you a better understanding of this important trend that's shaping education and the job market.
It really makes you think about what skills will be most important in the future and how AI itself might play a role in helping people acquire those skills.
That's a great question to ponder. And thanks again to Jörg-Owe Schneppet for his insights.
Absolutely.
Well, that wraps up our exploration of AI and VET. Thanks for joining us on the deep dive. We'll see you next time.
See you then.
Bye.